The Kevin Long Show is brought to you by The Swamp. You can find The Swamp at www.theswamp.com. There will be a link in the show notes. Music for The Kevin Long Show is The Entertainer by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. Royalty-free music as long as you give the dude his props. However, there is a legal thing in the show notes just to be safe. All right, it's that time of the week again. Time for the Kevin Long Show. I'm your host, Kevin Long. Welcome to the 89th episode of the Kevin Long Show. And Happy New Year. I hope it's a Happy New Year. Keep seeing these signs everywhere that say Soylent Green took place in 2022. And I'm just a little bit concerned. Anyway, welcome to the show. Let's get into it. Let's start with the business. And I've got some exciting news. I'm actually in the process of talking with the dice company about a sponsorship. Now, it wasn't or isn't Die Hard Dice, which is just down the street from my house, but it is a dice company, so we might be giving away some dice soon. That would be cool. I'm excited about that. In fact, as soon as I am done with this episode, I will go and talk to them on Discord and see what's going on. All right, so the rest of the business. Don't forget we have a coffee. I really am not doing a whole lot with that right now. But if I got an email that said, hey, you've got money in your account, I would go do something. I think on the page I put that you donate $3, I will turn you into an NPC. I'll send you your stab block and then I'll figure out where to put you in an adventure that I'm working with or whatever. So yeah, there's that. TeePublic, I was going to go buy a t-shirt to wear when I'm doing my videos for YouTube, but it's broken and I can't log in with Facebook and I don't want to reset my password because 1, I'm lazy, 2, I'm trying to record this show, and 3, I really don't want to go to Yahoo. Maybe I should just create a new account, but then I'd have to upload new images. Man, we need new shirts. We need new shirts. And if you don't want a shirt, you could get the Kevin Long logo on a notebook for your D&D notes or on a cup for your coffee or hot chocolate. I mean, wow, it's freezing in Utah. So if you need a hot chocolate, there you go. I did say YouTube. Don't forget we have a YouTube channel. And I figured out how to do playlists. So now every video I go and create will go into a playlist. Right now, I only have a 5e playlist because that was the last video I did. And the next video to come out tomorrow will also be a 5e. And the one that comes out on Tuesday will be a 5e. And I'm telling you this, but by the time you get this on Thursday, those will already have come out. But that being said, they're there and they're in a playlist. And every edition will have its own playlist. And last but not least, Patreon. If you are listening to this episode of this show on Patreon, thank you so much. There is a lot that I have planned out for this month and this year that I'm going to do. But with your help, I can make it a little bit easier. Example, I think there are still 4 more modules from Carlos Lessing of Castle Entertainment that I need to buy in order to do the A plus series. That's confusing. So I'm going to run Slavers, and I have the special book that I bought in hopes that there was going to be a dragon in Lake Geneva. I'm not going to get into that because there are lots of people that already do. However, I bought that book. So it has A0 through A4. And then I'm going to buy the books that Carlos wrote. And we're going to run those. So I should put and A+. still a little bit confusing, but I explained it. So, and I'm going to do a video soon about it. So I'm going to get those. And, with your help, it would be easier to get those. But again, if you're listening, thank you. If you are listening to the podcast through the RSS feed, or because you followed the link on Twitter or Facebook, thank you. And consider checking out the Patreon. I have a goal this month to get 2 patrons. And yeah, that's my goal. That is the business section. One thing, and I know I say this all the time, but I really need to do it this year. I'm going to get a little pad that I can push buttons and it makes noise, a soundboard, and then we're going to have buffers between each section of the show. That'll make it longer. It'll give me a chance to grab some water, and, it'll sound nicer. That's one goal I have this year for the podcast, is to make it sound better. All right, so I'm not really the kind of person that does reviews of the last year, but I don't know, maybe people like it, so we'll give it a try. So what did we get in 2021? A whole lot of heartache, that's for sure. Anyway, we did get the Ravnica setting book from Wizards of the Coast. That's exciting. I still need to go buy it. When I need stuff, use my friend's account on D&D Beyond and go do what I need to do. But I really need the book. I need it. We also got some pretty sweet minis for Ravenloft. Now I'm starting to think I said Ravnica. I don't know. We got Ravenloft. I hope that's what I said. And we got minis for it. And I'm going to need those for the stuff that I'm going to do during the spooky season. Oh, guys, I'm so excited about this. So excited. I can't wait for September 1st to get here. Oh, man, that's going to be awesome. We also learned last year that we're going back to Kamagawa. I couldn't decide if it was going to be Power Rangers or Shadowrun with the whole Neon Dynasty thing, but after looking at the artwork, yeah, Wizards is jumping on the Power Ranger bandwagon. And I don't understand why. Power Rangers was like 20 years ago, but they did it with Strixhaven. Got to get on the Harry Potter bandwagon, even though it's been 20 years since Harry Potter was popular. Whatever. You go, Wizards of the Coast. We also learned that this year, in fact, in 23 days, we are getting Dungeons & Dragons 5.1 or 5.5. However you want to look at it, it's coming out on the 25th of this month. Don't worry, I already have my copy reserved. I don't know why, because the collector's edition, it's actually called the gift set, and it's like $170. I need to go work some overtime. All right, what is in store for this year? Oh, I missed this part. I even wrote a line under it. Where did it go? Oh yeah. Last year, the Swamp produced 2 new adventures. Links will be in the show notes. But they are the Temple of Golden Nuts and Castle Roan. So there is that. I wrote a squiggly line and almost forgot it anyway. So what's new for 2022? I've pretty much talked about the 2 major things that I have. The Slavers series that will be on YouTube and Ravenloft during the spooky season. But I also want to get more interviews in this year. I want to help support my fellow gamers. So I'm going to do that. I need to reach out again to Planet X Games and reschedule that. I need to get Carlos back on the show, but he's on a break, so that probably won't be until April or May, if that happens. And there's a whole bunch of other stuff. I will be getting a review copy of a game in the mail soon. And yeah, we're totally going to review that. And after we do that, we're going to have Mike Evans on the podcast to talk about his stuff. The thing I'm getting is called orcs, but we're going to talk about all of his stuff. I think that's it, my friends. So, for me, myself, and I, mahalo, and have a great day. Again, thank you for listening to The Kevin Long Show. You can find us on Facebook at The Kevin Long Show. You can find us on Twitter at The Kevin Long SH1. Or you can email the show, thekevinlongshow@gmail.com.